We now welcome on Lexington Matthews, a punter from Savannah State who has the nickname Kick-Fil-A, which is
So,
probably the best nickname we've heard of any recruit we've ever had on our YouTube channel. So, Lexington, thank you for taking the time to join us today.
yes, sir.
We're excited to have you. And I guess for starters, you've visited JMU. Do you have your official decision, and what can you share with JMU Nation about your recruitment?
Yes, sir. I have my official decision. I will be joining the James Madison football, and I just called Coach Chesney the other day and confirmed everything. Called Coach Moran, confirmed everything. I'm ready. JMU Nation, let's go.
That's awesome. That is awesome. We're looking forward to it. You join a long list of highly touted punters. Ryan Hanson was the most recent, but they also had Harry O'Kelly. The Australians seem to really tug at the fans' heartstrings. There we go. But Lexington, can you kind of describe your style as a punter? You're 6'5". I mean, I don't think you often see 6'5" punters out there.
So yeah, I'm pro style. I'm a two-step guy. I use my flexibility, my long levers to really just I can stay really short, take a very little space, and still use like a lot of momentum that I build up through my athleticism. So it's gonna be some shows. It's gonna be a show out there.
I'm also interested. Sorry to interrupt you, Bennett, but you're 6'5", man. How did you decide punting was your route? I mean, 6'5", you could have played basketball. You could have
Yeah.
been a stellar defensive back, middle linebacker, something like that. But punting was what you decided. Why did you decide on punting?
All right. So I was a 4 year soccer player at my high school, and I realized that soccer wasn't going to take me to college. So I was like, you know what? Let's just try football. And I discovered I could kick, I could punt, like just naturally. So I found some coaches online, fell in love with the process, and I started to do my research on how to be the best of the best. And I'm here now. I found this agency called One on One Kicking. Shout out Coach Mike McCabe and Coach Dawson Zimmerman in Atlanta for helping me get to where I am. So that really just showed me the potential, and I was able to take my potential and just grind it out and just God.
Yeah, I think you had 10 punts of 50 plus yards with Savannah State this last season. You had a 70-yard punt, so quite a lot of potential there. I was curious when you decided to enter the portal and then what you were looking for during the recruitment. I know Arkansas State and the Sun Belt also, I think, had you on a visit and was recruiting you as well.
Um, so I hit the portal because I was looking for better opportunities in development, better opportunities with the players, the specialists like in general. Like I want to build that, that so, just
Camar-
good teamwork and
yeah.
good, you know, um, and I knew Savannah State. It was a good starting point for me, but it's not going to take me to the level that I want to be at. Especially with chemistry with snappers, with the kickers. I'm a holder as well too, so I'll be holding. I just like to do all that kind of stuff with my boys on the field and off the field. So on the field, it's like we're good. At Savannah State, it wasn't like that. So I know that James Madison is for sure like that and ready.
How
And
did how did your recruiting process go? How did JMU reach out to you? How did you plan getting that visit onto campus, and then kind of your decision process? Can you walk us through the whole process of the recruiting once you entered the portal?
okay, so I entered the portal on November 13th. Um, So it was kind of slow at first, but then I hit up my kicking organization. My kicking organization has a lot of connects. His name is Coach Thompson, and he lives in Colorado, and he's friends with Coach LeBron, and we actually have a kicker on the team now named Noe, who trained with me in Birmingham.
Okay.
And Noe's trainer, we train together, so he was able to vouch for me and let Coach Moran know my situation, and oh, this guy has potential. This guy, he just needs to be the perfect fit. So Coach Thompson was able to connect with Coach Moran. Coach Moran sent me that text, and here we are.
Yeah, that's a solid connection there. Noah's got a he's got a heck of a leg. We saw that one in action this year for the Dukes. Yeah, so you ended up at JMU. What were those conversations like with the coaches? You mentioned sort of that chemistry and connection What did you like about meeting the coaches and interacting with them for a couple days?
What really stood out to me was not only the specialist coaches were involved and were happy to see me. It was also like D-line coaches, defensive back, running backs coach. Like it's insane how like the family environment that all the coaches had for all the players, not just their position groups that they coach. One thing that really stuck out to me was I had the running backs coach, his name is Coach Smith, but he knew Coach Helton, which was my old head coach. And Coach Jordan put in a great word for me, and it really stuck out to me that, like everybody looks out for each other. Like I'm glad that everybody like knows each other, connections are big and who you respect, like never like leaving somewhere on a bad note. Like my head coach put in a great word for me and that's a blessing. So all the coaching staff at JMU are very like opening and supporting. I like that.
That's awesome. I do have to ask here at this point of the interview, how did you get the interview, the nickname Kick-Fil-A?
So funny story. So my dad used to always like joke about me because I used to love Chick-fil-A. I used to always want to work there and everything. And when I started kicking, he was like, you know what? Since you're always eating Chick-fil-A and always like kicking in the backyard, I'm gonna call you Kick-fil-A. So like we stuck with it, and then eventually I got a job at Chick-fil-A. So it was like it was cool. It was nice for me. So that was fun. It was nice.
That's
Yeah, that was
incredible. Yeah, it's that's a heck of a nickname. I guess logistically, I know fans are always curious. When are you going to get to JMU? What's your plan like? Are you going to be there for the winter? Are you getting there in the summer? What's that next step for you?
I'll be there in January, starting
Mhm.
off the spring semester with the team, building that chemistry with the boys, getting stronger, developing, and so I can be able to talk about my game next fall.
I'm
Nice.
curious about this. When you were going through the transfer portal process, getting ready to find your next spot, you said it was slow to start, then it picked up a little bit. Did it pick up once you had maybe JMU kind of courting you a little bit, sniffing around? Is that when Arkansas State came into the mix? Did they see, oh, JMU's recruiting him? We should probably bring him on to a visit, or was it all kind of just organically and independent of one another?
I think it played a minimal part for sure, but for the most part, I think they both kind of hit me up at the same time. Because
Yeah.
like I said, my agency that I trained with knows guys from both teams, but JMU was first, and they showed the most love from the jump. Coach Moran, me and Coach Moran built a great relationship from the jump. Um, we got to know each other, and I really felt like that was a great fit.
Awesome. Yeah, I know fans are excited. I think anytime there's a 6'5" punter who's got, 10 plus 50-yard boots, people are going to be amped about that. I think punters have been, like Jack mentioned, weirdly incredibly popular, really, compared to other positions at JMU. So I think fans are excited to have another great punter come to town.
I got one last question though before we let you go, and I'm always curious when it comes to punters. Do you prefer that 70-yard punt, or do you prefer kind of pinning an opponent down at the one? Maybe it's only a 45-yard punt or something. It hurts your average in the long run, but you
Yeah.
pinned him deep. Which do you prefer?
The pins, the pins are the best. Like it's so satisfying just to drop a ball, it lands inside the five, bounces, and my gunners get down there and down at the one. It's like it's an insane amount of just like joy I get. And then all the guys hype you up. And now the opposing offense has to mark 99 yards. So like, I definitely prefer pinning. Um, yeah, and just fair catches. That's all I want to see. Fair catch, fair catch. So yeah,
That's
anytime.
awesome. Love it.
That's all I got, Jack. You got anything else?
No, that's it, Lexington. Thank you so much. We can't wait to see you punt on Saturdays. Luckily for us, Kick-Fil-A, Chick-fil-A's, they're open on Saturdays. We don't have to worry about it being closed on Sundays. That might be an issue you have to figure out when you end up going to the NFL in a few years. Got to figure out maybe that nickname. But Lexington, appreciate the time. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.